Session looks like pulling out a computer, which has the equipment built into it, and I get everything ready with the paste and the cleaning material. People are explained that they're here for neuromodulation, the development of neuroplasticity. I'll interview a client, most of them I know from the recovery program, and we'll discuss things like their moods, their states, where their attractions are, meaning their cravings, what do they do in certain tough, adverse life situations, and I show them on the screen what their brain waves look like, and then we begin. And we begin partly by me explaining that the entrainment means that the brain can kind of learn. The brain can modify. The brain can kind of reduce or increase parts of itself to become more efficient, more balanced, and more powerful, really, in its own ability to work itself through life. The brain and the mind are kind of correlated. These are things that are not fully separated in some of the literature and some of the research and in some of the philosophic ways people talk about stuff. So you could kind of say what we think, what we feel, how we believe, all has a correlation, a linkage to the way the brain kicks up information. So a lot of this is information, a lot of this is the ability to become much more exact about what goes on. In fact, the recent studies kind of point out that happiness is partly an issue, a reflection of a person's ability to focus, carry through, exercise the discipline, and understand as pristinely as possible what's going on between their own mind and their body. And as you've already discovered, talking about cognitive behavioral therapy, what's going on partly with cognition is that what goes on in between thoughts, what goes on before thoughts, what people do with thoughts also has a place and a space in the mind and the brain, which shows up a little bit on my screen. For instance, if I see too much delta, delta's a sleep wave. It really kicks up when you go to sleep. It really kicks up when you're born. It's a part of a signature. You've heard of alpha. You've probably heard of beta and theta. So all of these different reflections of the brain I can see, and just based on research and what I'm told, we go ahead and try to modify as elegantly as we can what we're seeing. People who come to recovery often have a lot of anxiety, they have a lot of depression, they have a lot of rumination. And we try to kind of break up that noise mechanically, I guess you would say, in respect to, I guess you would say, cooperate with what the other therapies are doing that go on around Providence. It's kind of a beautiful team.